Yo, what's going on, fellas? How are you doing on this great Monday morning? Hopefully you're doing well, coming off a good weekend. What were you up to this past weekend? How about where you live? Cold weather, warm weather, kind of average, nice climate weather? What's going on? What were you up to this weekend? Inside, outside? What the hell did you do? Family and I, great weather, by the way, in Chicago. We've had a nice little uptick in weather since it was colder than hell for about a week to 10 days. Nice 30 degrees, maybe even touching 40 degrees. Took the kids over to Navy Pier on Saturday. Child's Museum, Kids Museum. That place is hectic and fun and crazy, as you can imagine. Kids just running around, having all kinds of fun. My oldest son, Noah, at one point was kind of, there was a kid that was just like crying. His dad was carrying him out. Presumably he didn't want to leave. And, dad's carrying him out. Noah's, my son sitting there, he's like, Daddy, that kid's crying. I said, oh, don't worry. That'll be you in an hour when I drag your ass out of this place and you don't feel like leaving either. You'll be the next kid that's crying up out of here. So fantastic time on Saturday at the Kids Museum. Sunday, we went to a birthday party. Little Ninja Club, I think it was called, here in Chicago. That wasn't that great. Noah's a little too young for that. He's 3. I think you got to be about 5 years old to really enjoy that. But still, we're at a birthday party, having a good time with his friends. So all in all, it was just a fantastic weekend. And I hope you guys had a good weekend as well. Always in the world of sports, it's always changes fast. There's always breaking news. Doesn't matter how many leagues you follow, there's always breaking news. And this morning in soccer, we woke up to 2 breaking news stories. Manchester City has been charged with all their financial deals that they made over the past decade. I don't think anybody's surprised that, they're going to be investigated for some possible dirty deals that went down. Jack Grealish, the record signing there for British. They bring in De Bruyne, which is a big-time signing. Even Silva and Gundogan were big-time signings. So let's see what happens to Man City. Maybe they'll lose some championships, or maybe they'll just get some points reductions, but some penalties coming their way. And then what about Jesse Marsch? They're Leeds. He's out. Out of a job is Jesse Marsch. So we put the Thomas Tuchel watch back on. I had the Thomas Tuchel watch on when Everton sacked Frank Lampard and thought maybe Tuchel would get picked up for that one. Instead, it was Sean Dice. Where's Thomas Tuchel going to land? How about taking over Leeds, a team that's pretty good? Obviously in a relegation fight, but it'd be nice to see Thomas Tuchel back in the league. I hope you guys, again, had a fantastic weekend. Thank you guys for kicking off a morning with me here. Glad to hear it's a beautiful morning in the state of Colorado. Did you? And hopefully that's the same for everybody else. Let's go ahead and get on to that recap for last week like we always do, where we will not be ringing the cash register once again in 2023. 5 weeks in, that's 5 weeks of losing money if you're counting, and I'm sure you are counting. Who the hell's tailing picks anymore? You guys just full on fading? You guys just, there's some stuff in there that maybe you can pick and choose what you like, but are we just called full on fade? Or are we still having some belief and hanging in there? Let's talk about some of those good wins. Or hell, let's actually go through the whole top. 14-19 and down 7.58 units. Now down on the year, down 20.64 units. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Year to date on that arbitrage. Boy, it's so fun tracking this arbitrage money. Made $145. Free money. Free money. You don't have to do a damn thing. That's arbitrage, right? It's risk-free. Guaranteed profit. No sweat. $145 in your pocket. Love to see that. What were some of those good wins for last week? There was a night where we predicted the Bulls in an upset to win that first quarter at plus 110. Bulls came through, beating up on those Clippers, getting it done easily, getting a good plus money cash for us. What about one of my favorite NBA plays of the entire week? It was one of my favorite plays because I put 2 units on it. Jazz on the money line against the Raptors. Told you guys the Jazz would win by 3. And the Jazz got it done, winning the game 121-118. That's a 3-point victory. So love to see that right there. 2-unit cash. Valanciunas and Randall. That was the night we went 2-0 on our NBA player props. Valanciunas over 14.5 points. Sweaty as all hell, even though that was a third quarter cash. He did not play any of the fourth quarter due to a blowout. And then just kind of how he got to over 14.5 points was certainly sweaty as hell. And then Julius Randle earned 24.5 points, 14 points at the end of the first quarter, 19 points at halftime, 21 points at the end of the third quarter. But he did not go over 24.5 points. Love to see that one right there. Then there was a night on Friday where we said Joel Embiid, up against those Spurs. God damn, is he going to have himself one hell of a night. Well, we parlayed him with some points, some rebounds, 76ers money line, and it all came through for us. And then over the weekend, Bayern and Napoli both hit their team totals for a good plus money cash. And don't be surprised if you see that bet again. Two top teams, obviously in their respective leagues. They're going up against more bottom feeders this coming weekend in their respective leagues. I'll look to see if we don't run that bet back. What were some of those losers, though, from last week? Well, there were 19 of them. A couple of them that were really disgusting, though, was how about Fultz under 11.5 points? Just sitting at 11 with 11 seconds to go, and somebody had to foul him. Why foul him? Foul him, goes to the free throw line, makes both free throws, ends the game with 13 points. Lillard, that was another one where we took under 7.5 points in the first quarter. After getting the cash on Friday night, ran it back on Saturday night, and he's sitting at 5 points with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter and got pulled. Love to see that. Now, you knew he was going to come back in. He's not going to only play half of the first quarter, and with coming out with 6 minutes to go, he's going to get back in there. And he did get back in there with about 2.5, 3 minutes to go. Still sitting at 5 points. He gets fouled. Okay, it's not a shooting foul. Oh, but wait, they're in the bonus. Let's put him on the free throw line. He promptly makes both free throws, and now he's on the hook at 7 points. And with the good 11.7 seconds to go, how about drains a 2-point shot? Unnecessary foul. And then Dagger sits in the dagger with 11 seconds. Tough one right there. Nick Claxton blocks and steals. He's not getting it done anymore, folks. And I know the Nets are in action tonight, but I can't get there. He burned us twice last week, going over 2.5 blocks and steals, and didn't get it done on either one. Herter and Barnes, that was the night they were going to go off. Well, Sabonis went off and De'Aaron Fox went off, not Herter or Barnes, so suffered losses there. Casemiro, we didn't really get in a bet on Casemiro. What we did get in a bet on Saturday was Manchester United team possession over 57.5. Hell, go look up some of their recent matches. They stay over 57.5 easily. They just played Palace 2 weeks ago at Selhurst Park. They had 61% possession in that game, and that one was at Selhurst Park. Total, over 57.5. Manchester United at 62 at halftime. Cruising, 70th minute. I'm watching the game. I've got the tablet next to me. I'm frantically watching ball possession. We're at 62% ball possession, and Casemiro picks up a red. Casemiro deserves the red, but you know what? Jordan Ayew could have also gotten a red, but that certainly would have helped the bet because then it would have been 10 on 10. I don't know how the referee singles out Casemiro in that entire situation, but he singles out Casemiro. He gets a red. Now I'm a Manchester United fan, and I'm sweating like hell. It's a 2-0 game. 2-0 game, but you're down a man. I'm starting to sweat because I got the tablet next to me, and I'm watching ball possession. And when we were sitting beautiful at 62%, I'm seeing it free fall with only 10 men on the pitch. And not only is it free falling, Crystal Palace gets a goal. So now I'm sweating my ass off, hoping like hell the same thing doesn't happen 2 weeks ago where we let Palace get a late equalizer and snatch away 2 points. Now ball possession is free fall right past 57.5, hell into the match with 54. They couldn't see the ball. Palace was growing into the game. Tough one losing right there. It was all because of that red card, and Casemiro just lost that bet. It just free-falled right on past 57.5. Thankfully, they held on and got those 3 points. Didn't give up that equalizer and clawed and fight their way to 3 points. So good result, but just a bad bet right there, losing it to Casemiro. Mudryk, Friday against Fulham, just needs a shot on target. And then in about the 35th minute, you see NBC throws up a stat up on the screen. Mudryk with 13 touches. That's the least among all outfield players for Chelsea. I mean, I know I'm running cold, but do I got to pick the one guy who's got the least amount of touches on the pitch? Are we kidding here? What are we talking about? Yeah, he had the least amount of touches on the pitch, just like you and just like I was all pissed off watching that game. So was Graham Potter and pulled him at halftime. So missed out on a big opportunity to go ahead and get one shot on target. What about our France and Germany over 1.5 parlays? The Germany one missed by 2 matches, and the France one missed by 1 match. Just came up a little short. Arsenal on the clean sheet. That one right there, and that one burns me a little bit. Arsenal on the clean sheet. I talked about it on Between the Posts. Sean Dice was hired under 2.5. Gear up the under 2.5. Sean Dice is coming in. You know exactly what you're going to get. Hell, not only did I talk about it on Between the Posts, hell, I sent out a tweet. Everton wants to announce the signing of Sean Dice. I say, whoa, this is an under 2.5 play from here until the cows come home. Yet on between the posts, I talked myself out of under 2.5 and talked myself into Arsenal clean sheet. I still like it, but I watched that entire match. That was classic Sean Dice. Defend like hell, and get a set piece goal, because that's what you saw at Burnley. Couldn't get an open play goal to save your ass when he was at Burnley. But you on set pieces better watch out. Well, you know what was the kick in the little D in that game? Tarkowski was the one that got the goal. James Tarkowski, an ex-Burnley player. It was always going to be an ex-Burnley player on Sean Dice's debut, and they're always going to win that shit 1-0. Should have just taken the under 2.5. So I don't know who the hell they play this week, and I'm taking under 2.5. Because Sean Dice, they're going to defend like hell, and maybe they get a set-piece goal, but they're not going to score an open play. It's Burnley football at Goodison Park, folks. Take under 2.5. Won't be making that mistake again. And then Nottingham Leeds. What do we get here with Leeds? We get a team that cashes over 2.5 at one hell of a rate. Nottingham, excellent at home. They've been scoring goals at home. Now, Leeds comes off a game against Brentford where it's 0-0. So is their over 2.5 trend hitting a little bit of a lull? Or is that just a one-off? Maybe it wasn't a one-off because Leeds did not score. Forest only gets one goal. The game gets 1-0. And the 2-unit play of over 2.5 does not hit. And that sends Jesse Marshall unpacking. You go 2 games with that offensive firepower and unable to get one goal in both games, yeah, you're going to get fired all day long, and you're in a relegation fight. All right, fellas, tough week, down 7.58 units. I certainly still believe that there's a lot of good in what I'm putting out. But yeah, if you want to go full-on fade, go full-on fade. If you just want to nitpick the good and hopefully avoid the bad, I'm here to help you make those right decisions and avoid the bad and pluck out all the good picks. So let's jump in that comment section, give me a little bit of a break, and then get on at you guys. What's up, Tim? Good morning. What's up, Tyler? What's up, my man? That's what's the great feeling is when I do get hot, it's going to feel goddamn good. It's going to feel real good. It's going to feel good knowing you guys are a part of the cashes too. Thumbnails on the road. Ooh! Yeah, the thumbnails are hot, fellas. Hit up Jason if you like the thumbnails just as much as I do. Hit him up. All right. Let's go ahead and throw this up on the screen. I've got some free bets, and I believe this one comes from Fish. We were hanging out on TikTok one of those afternoons last week, and he mentioned, hey, you got some free bets coming your way because I used your refer a friend. Well, I'm pretty sure these are from Fish, because then I looked in a couple days later, and I've got some free bets. So I'm going to use one for you guys. We're going to do a Super Bowl same-game parlay giveaway. And I'm not going to put any legs up in there. I'm running cold as shit, and you guys don't need my opinion. This one's on you guys. So drop a comment on this video. Whatever you guys put in there from the comment section from now until Thursday, we'll reveal what the parlay looks on Friday. If the people's parlay cashes, well, then the people will get some money on Monday's show when we go ahead and dole out all the winnings. We don't know how big it's going to be, right? We don't know how many legs we're going to put in there. You guys may drop in 8 legs and slap on $20 and give yourself one hell of a banger. So don't do it on the live video because I can't go back and see the comments, but on the replay videos, drop in a leg that you like coming up here for Super Bowl Chiefs and Eagles. And again, we'll put those suckers in the same game parlay and give it out on Friday, and then hopefully you guys can hit. So don't forget to do that between now and Thursday. And I'll have to use the other one on a soccer parlay, I'm sure, this weekend. Good morning, Ross. What's up, my man? All right, let's get into some bets. We got Champions League coming back next week. I'm going to go ahead and already get in one play of Tottenham to go ahead and advance over AC Milan. Tweeted this one out Saturday, I believe. Well, after this weekend's results, this bet is now minus 125. Tottenham got the job done over Manchester City, winning 1-0. And AC Milan loses the Milan Derby 1-0 to Inter. And now, subsequently, we've gone from minus 112 to minus 125. Still a great bet. Expect Tottenham to get the job done. I like them regardless of this weekend's results. Obviously, I sent this tweet out pre-weekend results. Tottenham's the better team. I think they'll prove it over the course of 2 legs. So I'll take a nice 3-unit play. Tottenham to advance into Champions League against AC Milan. The first match starts next Tuesday, and then they'll take a week off, and then they'll resume 2 weeks later. So it'll take a little bit to get your money, but I think it'll be well worth it for a nice 3-unit parlay. All right, let's talk about the NBA tonight. A couple plays I like in the NBA. I like De'Aaron Fox. Is he going to play? He's questionable. God dang, we hope De'Aaron Fox can play, and if so, we want to target assists. We want to target De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings from an assist standpoint, taking on this Houston Rockets team that just doesn't defend the basketball very well and really bad at point guards, obviously an assist allowed in the bottom 5 of the entire league. So we want to see him play. Right now he's questionable. Hopefully he can go ahead and play. What about Saddiq Bey? They're the Detroit Pistons. We may not get a number on him because it looks like he's back to being a bench player. And you normally don't get player props for bench players. But if we do get a line on him, Goy's going up against that Boston team that's just really good at the small forward position. We've played this angle a couple times this season. I think Bey's a good one to go ahead and play it with. So if we get a line, we'll look to fade him, look to possibly fade him. Then there's another one with the Bulls. The Bulls are in town tonight in my great city. Hell, maybe I'll get on over to the United Center and check them out tonight. But they're welcoming the Spurs into town. What are the Spurs good for? Spurs are always good for an over. And Spurs can't defend the paint, so the centers can normally have their way. But the problem is it's the Bulls and it's Vujovic, who, God dog it, he's burned me enough times in terms of asking for him points production. We played him a couple times this season from a rebound standpoint. He's come through. But when you ask for him for points, he kind of lets you down from time to time. And then he also plays with DeRozan and Levine, which there's a reason why he doesn't hit his points, because you got DeRozan and Levine who are kind of ball hogs and they wanted their amount of shots. So then you start looking at, well, let me do a same game parlay. Let me start taking Bulls money line, Vujovic 15 points, 8 rebounds, Levine 15 points, DeRozan 15 points, but then I still need to drop in another leg to get the juice down. So what about Levine having 1 3-pointer? And then you start looking at this parlay. It's a 6-leg same game parlay. And you start looking back, you've lost 20 units on the year, and it's like, where have I made some bad decisions? How about a 6-leg same game parlay? I can't even predict shit from a single bet perspective. I'm going to try and drop in 6 legs in his 6-leg same game parlay. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on Vujovic tonight, even though I think it's a fantastic angle. I thought it was worth bringing up because I expect him to have a good night. I'm just not getting burned by him from a points production again, but there it is, little same game parlay. I won't be making that one, but wanted to share it with you guys. I thought it was well worth sharing. What about Bucks and Blazers under 242.5? Let's go ahead and share a bet. Bucks Blazers under 242.5. That Blazers plus 4.5 also looks pretty good. I've got the Blazers winning this game 118 to 113. So that equals a 231 total. 231 total. So I'll gladly take under 242.5. And again, that 4.5 looks pretty good if you want to snag it. But I think the better play is just to say, you know what? I think the under is going to hit. We get a little bit of a breathing room here. We get 10 points. I like under 242.5. So that's how I'll do right there. A couple of things going on the hockey ring tonight. What about Dallas and Stars? You drop in the comment section and try and justify the Stars or the Devils losing these games. And I'll go ahead and wait for you. Yeah, I don't see anybody saying that the Devils and Stars shouldn't win. So can we just be cool and get a little money line parlay to come through for us? Devils, Stars, both at home. Stars taking on the league worst Ducks, and the Devils are one of the best teams taking on the Canucks. This is about as straightforward as a parlay as you can get. Let's just go ahead and have it come through. And in that game against the Stars, well, they're taking on the Ducks, who are still bottom of the barrel in shots allowed, and still bottom of the barrel by 160 shots. So a team that we've kind of talked about being bottom of the barrel, but they just stay significantly at that bottom of the barrel. Well, we got Jason Robinson, 10th most shots in the league. He averages 3.9 on the season, going up against the league worse. If they have a good game, if they beat the Ducks like we expect, well, Robertson should certainly be a part of that. Expect him to be an anytime goal scorer, as a matter of fact, and hopefully he gets over 3.5 shots on goal. We'll bet him at minus 102, which is now minus 118. So the people agree with me. Gave that one out yesterday at minus 102. It's now minus 118. Jump on that one. He's the guy for the Stars, 10th most in the league. He should get it done. What else do we got? You have a free bet. Kelsey, Hurts, or Mahomes, anytime TD parlay. Love it. Love it. Mahomes' ankle, maybe, but maybe that could also surprise everybody and he rushes one in. But I would think for an extra 2 weeks, he looked decent against the Bengals. I like it. I like it. Fox is another guy you can take his under points in the first quarter. Okay. De'Aaron Fox, under in the first quarter. We're not getting a line on him as of yet, but that's something to keep in mind. Lillard, I still think that was a good play. We got a easy cash on Friday night under 8.5. And Saturday, just a stupid late foul and then a bucket with 11 seconds to go. They still have that line inflated. I mean, his average is 6.1, and they're giving it to us at 7.5 and 8.5. So when he gets a tough matchup, and Saturday night was a tough matchup against the Wizards. It wasn't it cashed on Friday, I'll just run it back on Saturday. I ran it back on Saturday because he had another tough matchup. He just went over. So thank you for letting me know. De'Aaron Fox is another guy that you can take his under in the first quarter. I'll keep my eye on him. All right. That's something fun to keep up. You guys got Nerfies. You know what we're also going to add to the Nerfie, and I've been doing a lot of research. No run the second inning. There are less runs scored in the second inning than there are in the first inning. I know the popular thing is the Nerfie, no run the first inning, but second innings actually have less runs, and I think that's, when you think about it, probably pretty logical, right? They're not going up against 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters maybe. They're going up against, 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7 hitters in the lineup. So maybe we take some no-run second innings. The Nerfie's not done by any stretch. Still love the Nerfie, but may transition to more Nercy, or whatever that would be. But anyways, yeah, we got to get an acronym for this under in the first quarter. See what we can get. And Vujovic is on your banned list. Yeah, I'm not getting burned. He should have a good night. Maybe you take him from rebounds. Again, we've taken, I think, 2 rebound angles this season with him and kind of avoided points when I thought he could have a nice night, but just stayed with the rebounds angle. Maybe you do that. I don't know. Like I said, just start cooking up this 6-leg parlay. Hell, I can't hit a 2-legged parlay right now, so I'll stay off the 6-leg same-game parlay, but he should have a nice night. He should absolutely have a nice night. Spurs just cannot defend the paint. If you want to go up to 12 rebounds, I know his number's at 12.5. Yeah, he should get 12, 14. He should crush. He should absolutely crush tonight. So just looking to hit 3 bets tonight. Looking to stay under 242.5 points tonight in Portland. Looking for the Stars and Devils to both come through on the goddamn money line. And looking for Robinson to have over 3.5 shots on goal. That's what I need. That's what I need on this Monday. I need that on this Monday. Come on. I need it. You start heating up. Once you guys start cashing with me. It'll be a great feeling. All right, guys, don't forget, Chiefs, Eagles, same game parlay giveaway. Don't forget to drop any of your favorite leg, and let's have this thing be big. And it won't be any of my input. Just going to try to keep it to the people's parlay on the free giveaway. So that's how we're going to roll on today's show, guys. 3 bets, 3 winners. Come on back for tomorrow for some more winners. Thank you guys for kicking off a week with me. Hope you have a fantastic week, and let's cash some bets.